Yeah.
Tried
Yeah.
44.
Let's dance. Little bitch calling my phone, but I'm with my other.
Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time here, my name is Day. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. All of that is in the description box below for your convenience. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. So if you guys came here from part 1, this is part 2 to my last story time. If you guys have not seen that, if you guys really don't have to go back and see, but if you want to know who some of these characters are, you might want to go back and see. But then you have to go back to the boat party. So yeah, this is technically, it could have all just really been one story, but yeah, it was how I met the guy that I was cuckoo in the Cocoa Puffs. What? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with me. I just got out of church. My mind is still in the presence of the Lord. But anyways, do me a favor, follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. All of that is in the description box for your convenience. Let me stop rambling and get right into it. Okay, so where I left off with part 1 is saying that I went to, I almost said that girl's name. What the hell? I went to Essence's birthday brunch thing, and then we ended up at the club. And at her brunch, I had met this guy named him Dean. And we exchanged numbers, and that man called me. So I'm starting from where that left off, So I'm gonna start from where I left off with when he caught me. So as I was saying in part 1, I'm sitting there hungover, just regretting and crying and moping about the night before and how I'm never gonna drink again. And this man FaceTimes me. So I pick up the phone and I'm like, hello? And in the camera is fine ass Dean. He's like, what you up to? In my head, I'm like, nigga, it's 8 a.m. What else could I possibly be up to? What? He's like, oh, my bad, my phone died last night. I just got your message. What are you up to, etc., right? So I'm just letting him know, like, oh, nothing, just laying here. About to go to the dentist so I could get some work done so I can get these braces put on. He was like, you getting braces put on? I'm like, yeah. Long story short, it's supposed to been happening since I was like 15, 14, 13, something like that. Long time ago, okay? But here I am at 32 years old, well 30 at the time, getting them put on. So yeah, we're just going back and forth, doing a little cute little 1-2-1-2. He's like, put your face in the camera. I'm like, hell no. So the night before I had lost like this whole chunk, like the middle. So you know, like there's 3 points to your eye. Yeah, the middle of my eye, the whole chunk was gone. So I was not putting my face in nobody's camera. So he was like really chitter-chattered up. Okay, hella early in the morning, and I'm like dead to the world, like I just said. So I was like, you know what, I'm finna go inside here and go get my mouth checked out. I'm gonna have to go. Y'all don't have to go in there until like 15 minutes, but I had to get out the phone with him because he was just too chipper for me. And it's like, why are you so happy at 8 a.m. and I'm not? So anyways, he sends me a text, and when I got out the doctor's office, he sends me a text, and I got out the dentist's office, and I see that he said, yeah, we gonna have to link, when's your next day off? And I was telling him when my next day off was. Now me, I really did not have no intentions on linking with this man. I have a track record of every time something's bad with me and this man, and I found out he was cheating or something, I would go get somebody my number and waste their time, because I have no intentions on linking with you. But this man caught my eye clearly because we have a story time. You watch part 1 or you watch the boat party, you guys know I was in a relationship at this time. So things were on the rocks, and it was towards the end. So this is the month before I got left. And if y'all want that story time, let me know, because I know y'all want the tea on what really happened with that couple channel situation. And I'm here to give it to you. So anyways, I'm at the rocks at the ends of the relationship, whatever. We're not doing well. Somewhere in between time, like we was texting back and forth, and he's like, yeah, you should come out here on it was either Friday or Saturday and come link with me. We could go out to eat, we could get a couple drinks, you know, just vibe and chill. And in my head, I'm like, how the hell am I gonna do this? And I got a whole man at home. I came up with a very devious plan, I may add. It was a good one, because till this day I have never been caught. But if you watch this video, I guess I'm caught. My bad. So I worked a really weird schedule. So I would work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every other Saturday. But I was allowed to do OT on Tuesday, Monday, Saturday if I'm not working that Saturday, whatever, right? As long as it's not 7 days in a row, I was eligible for OT. So I made up this excuse to my ex, and I told him, yeah, I'm going in for OT this Saturday, and I'm not doing the full 12. I'm only going to do 8, and I don't want to be stranded, so I'm going to drive myself. So boom, secured the car. Mind you, this is my car, by the way, but if y'all been paying attention to any of my stories, that man act like my car was his car, like he was paying him a car note. So secured my car, secured the date. Now all I had to do was secure everything else. That was everything else. Dean, I'm letting him know. I'm like, yeah, sorry, this sounds cool. What time would you want me to pull up? He was like, oh, well, I got to work on this next day. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think it was a Saturday. I think it was a Friday, and I believe we were on a shutdown, and I ended up going over there. Yeah. I think that's how it happened, because he worked a Monday through Friday job. So how was he at work? Regardless, it was sometime towards the weekend. So he was like, yeah, I want to get off work. It'll be perfect. So try to come around 7. Now, if I'm coming around 7 and I'm supposed to be at work at 6, I had to figure some things out. So let me tell you what the elaborate plan was. So me and my ex, we still were sharing locations at this time. So you know what I did? I drove like I was going to work. So I drove like I was going to work, and right when I get on, so there's many freeways. So this is the main freeway to get to both Dean's house and to my job. So I drove on that freeway so that the location would stop there. And right before I turned off to go towards Dean's house, I turned my location off. So the last known location, this is when the last known location would pop up. It would never like say no location found. Yeah. So the last known location was on that freeway. Y'all, I was gonna go all the way to work and do it, but I was like, I don't got gas to be wasted like that. It ain't that deep. So I did not do it that way. I just did it the freeway way. So I head over to a Target, and this is before we was boycotting, obviously. Or were we boycotting already? I think we had just began, but I was still shopping up in there. So anyways, I pull over to Target, and excuse me, I went to go buy some leggings, because part of the plan was I got dressed and I act like I was going to work. So I had my full uniform on, right? So, like I said, I went to Target, grabbed me some leggings, grabbed me a t-shirt, put that on, and I hit Dean up. This man does not reply. Now, you would think I would take that as a red flag to just and go back home. And I was like, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait a second. Y'all, I waited in that fucking parking lot. Thirsty as fuck, by the way. Waited in that parking lot for like 20-30 minutes before that man finally fucking texts back. So the man finally texts back, and he's like, oh, my bad, I had took a nap when I came in, but yeah, you can pull up this the address. So I'm looking at the address, y'all. The address was like 35 minutes from where I was. And I'm just like, bruh, I should have just went to his city, but I didn't want to go to his city. And then he didn't text back at all. That would have been kind of creepy. So he texted me that was the address or whatever. So I go and I pull up. So I let him know when I pull up, and he comes outside. He comes to the gate. So I walk up to the gate. He lets me in, and we go inside the house. Right as I came inside this house, this man got a big ass poodle I had. That thing was taller than me, jumping all over me. Thank God I'm a dog person, but I just feel like if you're gonna invite a girl over, what if she don't like dogs or animals? He did ask me as I was walking in, but you waited till I walked in to say something. What if I didn't? So he was like, oh yeah, do you like dogs? This is my dog, Jasper. I don't fucking know. He don't even need a name. But Jasper was all on me. Jasper literally kept jumping on me and licking on me, sniffing my ass. I don't know what was that about, because I'm not a dog. Don't sniff my ass. But Jasper really liked me. And I'm a dog person, so I like Jasper too. He tells his dog to go sit down, whatever. So he was like, you want to watch a movie? And actually, no, I'm skipping. So he was like, let's go to the store and get a bottle. And I'm like, okay, cool. You want me to drive? He's like, oh, no, I'm going to drive. So we go get in his car, y'all. Red flag number 2. I get in this man's car, and it smells like fucking sweaty, I don't know, like gym clothes.
What have been your last words to Drew?
Run, bitch! Run!
He's like, oh, my bad. My baseball stuff is in here. Why your baseball stuff smell like sweaty gym clothes? Is you okay? I don't know. It wasn't smelling too shabby though. And it was really pissing me off because it was really like with my nose. Okay, I cracked my window immediately. I should have ran. But do you think I ran? I fucking did it. I stayed because that's why we have this fucking story time. Y'all had to go get me a blanket. But anyways, so we go to the store and he's like, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, oh, it don't matter. Y'all, why this man buys, you would think he was going to buy like Don Julio, Casamigos, even Hennessy. This man goes and grabs that same mystery bottle from the fucking brunch. Bruh. In my head, I'm just like, oh no, I'm finna be drunk. So it's like, do you want anything else? I was like, let me grab a Red Bull and a water, okay? I would need a Red Bull and some water. So we go check out, and we head back. On the way back, we're like, tell him to check the stores, and this is where I fucked up, because I'm always opening my big ass mouth, and I start telling him how I went to jail. How I went to jail. Well, he told me a story about how he went to jail, and I told him a story about how I went to jail, and he was like, oh, so you're a crazy girl. I'm not crazy. My ex just called the police on me with his scary ass. But anyways, so fast forward, we go back to the house, and he's trying to hook up the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is just not connecting. This man's trying everything to get the Wi-Fi to work. So I'm just like, it's all right. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. Let's talk. You just say you want to get to know me. You haven't like made a move to do nothing, so let's just talk. So we start talking some more and stuff like that, yada yada yada, while he's fidgeting with the Wi-Fi. So he finally gives up on the Wi-Fi, and he goes and he puts on, well, he opens his thing, he goes, pick a movie. So you mean to tell me that you have all these movies down here, and he was sitting here fiddling with the Wi-Fi for like an hour and a half? Y'all, mind you, during this hour and a half we're taking shots, so I feel like that was just the pastime to get me drunk. And yeah, I should have seen the red flag number 3 right then and there, but I'm gonna leave that as a yellow flag for now. So I go through the movies, and I see Bringing Down the House, and I'm like, oh, this is my movie. So we watched that whole movie. We're cuddling, we're still drinking, he's getting me drunk, and yeah, the whole movie goes on. And then I put on The Black Knight. Is that what it's called? The Black Knight? The one with Martin Lawrence? The Dark Knight? The Black Knight? I think it's called The Black Knight. But anyways, I put that on, and as I'm putting that on, we get 5 minutes into that movie, and he's like, it's time to, we did the Netflix, now it's time to chill. So he starts, I go mimic what he was doing, but he was rubbing on you, girl, and I was like, okay, this is cute. He starts rubbing on my little thighs and stuff. Then we start kissing, and then he's like, let's go to the room, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Now, I know there's going to be some prejudgments here, because yes, I was still in my relationship, but I don't really give a damn. I'm sorry, I don't. It was literally done for. I told you guys this. There was none of this going on. No cheeks was clapping. No legs was being folded like a pretzel. No nothing. So whatever, we do what we do, okay? The next morning I go home, and I'm just all smiles and giggles, and I'm guilty as hell, and I let my sisters know what happened. I turn my notification on. Y'all, why the hell all of a sudden my mom started blowing my phone up? My mom started blowing my phone up. Whoa, I skipped the whole part. So during the whole like thing when he was looking for his Wi-Fi and stuff, my baby daddy texted me. He's like, why is your location not working? I'm like, I don't know, I'm in the back of the warehouse, I don't know, blah, right. So he had called me, and I ignored it, and I was like, what's up? I texted him, what's up? Don't want to talk right now, what's up? Mind you, we had just gotten to it 2 weeks before that. It literally was a week before that. And yes, I did meet that man in 1 week, and we did do. I don't care. It was protected, okay? So judge your mama before you judge me. Or judge yourself, because half of y'all don't even know who y'all baby daddies be. But you know, we're not here to judge each other. We're just here to listen to my experience. Okay, so like I was saying, I was going home, and as I was going home, I'm turning on my phone, and I'm on the phone with my sisters, and all of a sudden my mom starts blowing up my phone, and my mom's blowing up my phone. She's like, oh my God, call your baby daddy, he's worried about you. I said, for what? What is he worried about me for, y'all? I guess this man done told my mama I done went MIA and done cried to her, y'all. So then I started feeling extra guilty. It was just a whole thing, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. We're not here to talk about did I say who that was? Again, I keep doing that. Whatever. We all know by this time it's my baby dad. But anyways, so that's another story for another time. We're not here to talk about my baby dad. We're here to talk about this man and why I went cuckoo and how I went cuckoo within the first link. Well, the first 2 links. We linked twice. I didn't want to say that, like, I turned crazy on the second link. Like, what? Okay. Anyways, so I go home, whatever. So a week passes, and we're just texting every day and flirting and stuff. And he's like, oh, you should pull up. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm a bloody mess right now, and I ain't trying to go nowhere. In this bed, he was like, oh, I hope you feel better, yada, yada, yada. So then he sends me a flyer, and it's for like a week later. He's like, it's a sneaker ball invitation. It's a sneaker ball invitation, and this man was in a fraternity, so it was like with his fraternity brothers, right? So I'm like, oh, hell yeah. But again, I'm gonna have to sneak out the house. So this time I did it more strategically. I didn't turn off my location. Nope. What I did was I went to my sister's house, got ready over there, pinged my location there, got dressed, went to go pick up my sister's best friend, pinged over there, got dressed, told this man I was at a party, my baby dad, by the way, told him I was at a party, and we head on to the party. He didn't know who party I was going to. He didn't know what was really going on with the going-ons, but he knew I was at a party. He was livid. He did not like this. You know why he didn't like this? Because I had my car. Anytime I had my car and I was out having fun, that man was mad. So anyways, we go to the party. The party was lit. I might post some footage if nobody's face is in it. I'm posting footage right here. It was lit. It was turned. And I literally had a time, okay? So I'm leaving or whatever, and y'all, I'm minding my business, and this man blows me up. He's like, you gonna come get me? And I'm like, oh, you want me to come back with you? He's like, duh. And I was like, oh, I just thought you was inviting me to this party. So we go back to his house. Well, I drop everybody else off, and I come back and I come grab him, and we go back to his house. This man is knocked out, drunk. We get out the car, and this man didn't even hold the gate open for me. He literally opens the gate. I'm walking up, and he lets that shit slam in my face.
Hey, buddy!
I'm instantly irritated, and I'm ready to go, but I'm also starting to feel my alcohol, so I was like, well, maybe I can come chill in here for a little bit and sober up before I do go home. So, long story short, we go in there. We're drunk. He's drunk. I'm drunk. He sits on the couch. I sit on his lap. And we make out. We start going at it. And then he drags me to that room. You already know. Hanky-panky. Not gonna talk about that. Anyways, this time it was just like, and it was really, really short. And I was just like, tomatoes. So, I know y'all like, if it was tomatoes, how you turn crazy. I didn't, y'all. Just keep listening. Follow me. So, fast forward maybe like another week. At this point, it's been a month since I've been chit-chatting with this man. And Essence invited me out for, was it Sunday Fun Day or something like that, some type of day party. So I go with her to the day party. I pull up, and dang, if I say that part, y'all could look in my highlights. I don't care. Y'all can literally look in my highlights. Y'all see it. But anyway, she was late, so I had seen the friend whose section it was that she had invited me to, and I just went in without her because she said she was still pulling. She said she was still pulling up, so I just went ahead and went in without her. So she finally gets up there, and I felt more comfortable to start taking shots and stuff. So we start drinking, we're turning up, we're twerking, I'm on live. She's in my videos, I'm throwing it back on her, she throwing it back on me. We making it left cheek, right cheek, popping that ass, right? Why the fuck the friend whose section it was decides to get up on here and record me shaking my ass in the deli. Y'all, he records me shaking my ass in the deli. And mind you, the skirt I had on, my whole ass cheeks was out. And I did not know he was recording me at first. I found this out later on this night. But I'm not sure if this played a part in what's going to happen next. But one or the other was either this situation or what follows. So, as we're waiting for the second bottle to come, me and her chit-chatting, and I'm drunk. And when I get drunk, I start talking too much. And I'm telling my business. And I tell this girl, I'm surprised you didn't come to the sneaker ball. She was like, oh yeah, I was gonna go, But I had forgot about it, honestly. I was like, oh yeah, he made sure that I got an invitation and I went. She's like, oh. She's feeling some type of way. You can see it all in her face. She's literally looking at me like, bitch, I know you lying. So then I proceed to run my mouth some more. And I'm like, yo, yeah, I went over there and we chilled. And, you know, we be talking or whatever. And she was like, y'all be talking. I'm like, yeah, we be talking. And honestly, to be honest, I got so drunk that I don't remember if I told her if we did the hanky-panky or not. But I did tell her, like, oh, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I did tell her. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. We did a little 1-2. But it's not that deep. Like, why do any of your friends talk to him? Girl, she fucking ignores me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I continue to turn up. But I had hit him up because I just, like, had a question, like, let me know if I'm stepping on toes here, because I just told what's the name, and she acting like you her nigga at this point. I don't know. Start going back and forth with this man. One thing turns to another, and he's like, you're not my bitch. And I was like, nobody said I was. I just asked you a simple question. So we started getting into it, right? Whatever, etc., etc. Mind you, I don't know what I'm saying in the moment I had to know what I was saying, but the next morning I didn't know what I said until I went back and read the messages. But anyways, I was going in on this man, and like I said, it was projection. Oh, see, I'm skipping a whole part. So at the same time I'm texting him, my baby daddy texts me on that bullshit, sending me paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, calling me all type of weird bitches and da-da-da-da. So I'm taking out my projection for me and my baby daddy getting into it on this man. So I start going in on him, when all I had to do was say, oh, my bad, let me back up and stop, leave it alone. So anyways, me and her, we decided we're going to go to the next next party. We end up at like a hookah lounge. It was dry as hell there. So then we end up at another party. And it was lit there. I ran into my homeboy Nikolai there. And yeah, I'm asking that in his DM. I was going to ask it on this camera. My bad. Anyways, I ran into my homeboy Nikolai there. Like I said, I be knowing people from out here or even out from out there. And I just be running into people like, I know you. So yeah, ran into a couple other people that I know, and we're up there. She got pool. I don't know how she be having so much pool, but she be having these pools, and we're just up there. Didn't pay for a damn thing, which is my type of party, because I don't like paying for shit. I'll pay, but why pay when I can get in for free? But anyway, so later on that night, I end up going home. I'm drunk on my rosters, and I'm like watching back on my story. I'm like, damn, I was drunk as hell. So I'm responding to her story because she had recorded me too. And I'm like, dang, I was hella drunk. She gonna say, oh, I don't think we was that drunk. Girl, you wasn't even at the club for the first hour. I was up there waiting on you. You don't know what I was over there drinking. I was over there mixing drinks. They had Don Julio at that table, and I was over there drinking Hennessy before I got there, and when I got me a drink before I went upstairs to the section. Don't tell me what I am. But anyway, she just wanted to say that because I'm pretty sure Dean had told her that I was over here going crazy. And I think I still have some of these messages. If I do, I'm going to read them to you. Hold on. Let me go see if I have some of these messages. I don't know what's up with my memory. I need to find my other memory card. But I only got like a minute left on this camera. So I'm going to wrap this up. But anyways, long story short, I went off on this man because I was projecting on my baby daddy. And this man texted me back and he was like, I'm not your nigga. Leave me alone. And then he blocks me, y'all. This man blocks me. And I went on a rant. So long story short, where I said I feel like she did some weird stuff is because we had that conversation. And then next thing you know, before she removed me out her close friends, this girl posted a meme. And the meme was like, bitches be having 4 baby daddies and 7 kids. Or some shit like that. And then she tags him and she says, ha ha ha, she thought that. Or some shit like that. Mind you, this is like 2 days after the whole situation goes on. So I laugh at it just to let her know, like, I see you and I see the weird shit you're doing. So ever since then, I haven't been in her close friends, and I eventually removed her out of mine, because why was the first person to watch it? But anyways, all right, y'all. So my camera died, so I'm just gonna record the rest. Oh, our new neighbors are annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna record the rest of this real quick. Yeah, basically after she posted that and we removed each other out of each other's close friends, my bad. We just never spoke on it again, and we're cordial now. That's what I'm saying, we're cordial now, but I don't think I'll ever be that cool with her, and I'll never get drunk around her again and spill no tea, and I'll never talk to her and her friends again. Maybe. Anyways, let me stop because I'll be talking to one of her friends right now. She might be like, "This whore." Ah. But anyways, let me know what y'all would have done and if y'all would have felt how I felt. Do you feel like she did something, or do you think it's because, oh, I forgot to say this. When I was going on the next day and seeing the stories, I literally looked on the other friend whose section it was, story, and this man gonna put my ass sheets, shaking ass in the deli, and then put on the caption, mine. So I wasn't sure if it was because he posted that or because she did that shit. But either way it goes, somebody was being weird. And never again, okay? Thank you so much for watching the story. If you got into the end of the story, drop a green heart. And if you want more stories about my crazy little life, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter. All of that is in the description box below. If you guys look on my page, it should say other pages. You guys, I am about to start a reaction channel / podcast. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be kind of like a podcast environment, but reacting to stories on TikTok and stuff like that. New series that I've been wanting to start forever. I've been having the equipment to do so. I just have not. I'm not even consistent with YouTube, so I don't even know why I thought I could just go start that. But anyways, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Actually, the next video is gonna be a vlog. It's gonna be today's vlog. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next freaking video. Bye.